Shalom, shalom, Israel. Just wait. Let me get stuff situated in the background. I will be right back. Lord willing. I guess y'all can hear me. Okay, good. Shalom, shalom, Israel. Lord willing, y'all having a beautiful day. Let me. So first and foremost, I want to give our praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akakodash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And of course, I want to give double honors what honors due to the apostles and the elders in Great Millstone that have been teaching this word and believing in this word. And for the men underneath them that have been teaching this word, believing this word, bringing 100% of Most High doctrine to the best of their ability. And for the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth and four corners of America in different congregations and out congregations teaching his word and believing in his word. And for the wives and the single sisters that's believing in this word, playing a role as to the best of their ability and constantly trying to increase in the spirit. Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith, right? Lord willing, this is a edifying point or lesson, if you want to say. The title of this, if you don't see it on your screen, I mean, of course you probably do, it's called No More Privacy When RFID CHIP is Mandatory. They will usher in a one world government. Now, all of this is inspired by me just being motivated on Clubhouse, technically, and just seeing a whole bunch of brothers they're just crazy, right? So then, getting on TikTok and seeing something very interesting. This is how I know TikTok has to be put down. I mean, on a perspective of Esau. But when you really, about this ministry, you can look how the Lord's favor is working, right? He's allowing the truth to come out. He's somehow, brothers and sisters, is going to get ready. If you don't get ready, that's your fault. The information is out. You can go on TikTok and type in RFID You know, a lot of brothers probably in different congregations or different beliefs might not believe that it could be real, but it has to be real when you right now I'm using two computers. You might see me looking up, but the main computer is really down. Technology is on a rise. Most electronics take a RFID chip or mechanism. Trucks, animals do. You got kids, you got credit cards. It's some type of form of a RFID. Let alone what brothers is talking about is Revelation the 13th chapter, 16 and 17, that we believe, which is kind of plain, that this place, since technology grew, that we will have a technology which would be more advanced, let alone you can patrol, you can watch what everybody doing, money coming in, money coming out. So instead of doing the money flow where it's hard to really watch dirty money and clean money, now this really eliminates drug dealers. Esau can be the main drug dealer or whoever they want. So now they're going to make a decree that we have one system. And of course, some places is doing this, some places are still doing paper currency. Eventually, it's going to come to a digital currency in the world. So, Lord willing, we get the edification we need. So before I go to any TikTok videos, which we're going to go back to this again, right? Where are we at? So you see the top, it says our RFID chip tracking system, because that's what it is, right? You got one on trucks. Before we get into it, I want you to know the RFID chip is bigger than we think it is, right? You can have it on, like, look, this is an active RFID mechanism, Piccolo, just like Dragon Ball Z. And it's a GPS engine diagnostic driver behavior camera, right? That's another form. That's still an RFID chip. This is another one, a sticky joint with a barcode. RFID is going to have a barcode some way, especially if you scan it. In order to make a purchase, it has to have a barcode some way, some form. Your birth certificate, your social security, it has a barcode, something, right? RFID positioning technology explained and its benefits, right? And things is different. Look, you got stick it and find it. They're using, I guess, another way. If you lose your phone, you can use track any device with a RFID tag, phones, bags, tablets, the American Genius. So this would be like some Equalizer, Mission Impossible. You trying to see where somebody going, maybe if you're looking for your wife or a business person, or hey, what if the CIA were using it on Bob Lee, the creator and founder of Cash App, and they put stick it and find it and find where he was at, and then boom, go there, bing, 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 and then leave. You know what I'm saying? But there's another form of a RFD mechanism. Let alone you have jobs tracking school children with RFID tags. It's all about the Benjamins, wired, right? So they have RFID tags. You see the barcode. It all stems from some. Then you got option 2, passive RFID using student ID card. RFID reader, it's on the bus, let alone Piccolo STX GPS tracking engine diagnostic driver behavior. Passive RFID would be the student's card. You see all that? You got it on the bus, and then you got it on the kids' RFID cards. Let alone you can have a credit card. My card is up there, and it's some type of RFID system connected to it, right? Let alone you see this RFID tool tracking system. You got machines that people that's doing construction, saw machines, generators. Many is a lot of electronics that use a RFID system mechanism. Your phone has a RFID mechanism in it. Like, it's electronics, right? Look, you got couple active RFID and GPS RFID tags to assess tracking, right? And they use this mechanism, right? And we could keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. It's different mechanism. So when you talk about RFID, it's many attributes you can use. You got the RFID tag components, the encasement, the face, the chip, the antenna, right? The substrate and adhesive, right? It's different ones. And I'm just trying to show y'all as much as I can before we get to where we get to. You got the magic RFID bracelet, and it can work up to 100 feet. The piccolo is connected to the bus, and this would be a joint that kids will have to monitor where they're at, and they're using signals. Let's say 4G LTE. In a minute, they're going to be using. I bet you they probably is using 5G, right? And I'm just showing you it can keep on going. And you got IoT asset tracking system, right? Alternate to RFID and GPS tracking, RFID / NFC tag. It's so many different types. You got joints for cars, vehicles. And look, you got more. This is a whole cycle, right? RFID, this is all going into tracking. GPS location, which we would say satellite, and it would satellite the trackers, which would go into the RFID, which would be the RFID or the barcode, message or GPRS, crypto, it all is singular operation, right? It's just a continual thing. Real-time alerts sent to cell phones, right? I'm telling you, RFID is going to be a new system that the whole world is going to actually like, because the whole world is under a dollar system. So soon it will come to a system of a RFID system, which we already been using it. You already been using it. It just haven't became something face front, right? GPS versus RFID asset tracking. RFID, the RFID is going to be more advanced than a GPS system, right? You know, and Lord willing, some videos we post, is going to even add more volume. You see another RFID chip is the size of a grain of rice. That's a different type of RFID. It's many different ones. You got ones that stick. You got RFIDs. I did a video on when a man was talking about America on the low been providing China and Taiwan with RFID chips just like this, right? But it was mostly used for missiles, nukes, right? You use RFIDs in a lot of things, let alone if they doing a bomb, how they gonna track it? They need an RFID system, some type of mechanism. It's simple. It's just that's over our radar because we don't be paying attention to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start. We're gonna look at this and then we're gonna get to where we was at, right? So you got the production site, the gate, the shipping and supplies, and the gate construction site. The RFID reader, everything reports to that. The production site, the gate, the shipping and supplies, and the gate of the construction site. The RFID GPS base system, that goes and it has a GSM antenna and a GPS antenna for the GPS satellites. And that, of course, it all goes through the operations of the GSM operator, right? To give you your signals. Everything, I'm telling you, technology is so advanced, right? I'm not saying ours is like beyond advanced, but when you think of the mind of the brain, technology goes beyond far. So it takes down the handiwork When you bring in the RFID chip, physical, financial, where you don't have to use a card or money, which we're going to see in many videos, it's going to be a trend, right? So just remember that we were on Google and we're just seeing images, right? And I just want to do that because I know Israel, y'all visual people. So the first video we're going to show is Donald Trump before he got, I call it fake arrested, but it's okay. That's a whole nother conversation.
World order really consists of three aspects. There is a new world political system that everyone today is calling.
Gotta make sure we got the right video because, all right, here we go. It says Trump endorsed RFID chip. Part 1. Stop making excuses for this man. So let's see what Donald Duck got to say.
Complete the biometric entry exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry exit visa tracking systems, but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk, no action, never happens, never happens. Hillary Clinton, all talk. Unfortunately, when there is action, it's always the wrong decision. You ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system. Approximately half of new illegal immigrants came on temporary visas and then never ever left. Why should they? Nobody's telling them to leave. Stay as long as you want. We'll take care.
I guess people slept on this one, huh?
Complete the biometric entry.
Even better what the lady said, Priscilla, we've been tracked since birth, social security number. And that is a fact. We've been tracked, but it's been in a different hand-in-hand mechanism. He's talking about an upgrade, just like when you upgrade your phone a week later, a month later, you get that notification in your settings to upgrade. America is doing, this whole world is about to get ready for a new upload. It's just like the Matrix. When you seen the next new movie, he's living a normal life and don't remember. Guess what? He needed a new upload to find out, oh shit, she needed a new upload too, because it became, they put us in the Matrix again. So America's going to get a bigger up. They're going to re-upload. And you see in the title of her video, this lady going to say the mark of the beast, regardless, whatever her nation and who she is. She's saying the mark of the beast, RFID implant. It's real. Some of these scriptures and some of these lessons or prophecies is really mostly plain. And we see it. The biggest threat all people should really be looking at, right, is Esau and his devices, right? We're gonna watch a few of these joints, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna watch a few of these. I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna watch a few of these.
I put a microchip in my arm, and it's the best thing ever. This chip is a powerhouse. It's got everything I need. My credit card, my ID, my medical info, and even my keys. And when it's time for groceries, you just tap your wrist and bam! Transaction done. It's like magic. In a medical emergency, it can save my life. Experts can easily identify me and my medical history. I feel like a sci-fi character, and I'm loving it. This amazing chip is totally free. That's right, no more digging into your pockets. And the best part, the surgery is quick. They'll give you a cookie afterwards.
See, now her promoting it just make it seem all fun, amazing. The future is here. Digital ID, RFID chip, cashless. That's the whole point of a digital currency. Cyber nation, cyborg nation, if you want to be exact, like it say here. But it's funny how this brother, this guy, but I'm gonna call him a brother because he is a man. He says, congratulations, you got the mark. But only thing though, right then in that moment, the mark is not mandatory. So you're going to have people that's already up to it, and that's cool with it. But it's still going to be a moment when it is mandatory. She might have a downgrade version. When it's mandatory, they're gonna push out the mandatory one, the one that they're ushering out. She just got the one before it came out. I call this the sponsor or the promotion of the RFID chip. But when America promotes some shit, they gonna promote, just like when everybody got their stimulus check. You didn't get it from somebody else. You got it straight from the feds. You got it straight from this system. So we're gonna get RFIDs from this system. Is either you're gonna go to the doctors, they're gonna mail it, they're gonna have freaking spots. They might close out a Walmart, they might close out a big ass place and make it the mandatory. And they show you in movies, it's possible. Look what they did with COVID. It's possible, right? And this is gonna be a lot of commentary because mostly you just go straight to Revelations, the 13th chapter. But besides that, I am going to even show that we're in a time of deception. Right, we're in a time of decrees. That's why when you go to First Maccabees 40:1, you got to always bring that out because it deals with a one world government. When you go to Luke, I believe it's the second chapter, Luke the second chapter, verse 1-3, you understand that Caesar Augustus made a decree that everybody should be taxed. With this digital currency, this RFID chip, everybody's going to be digitally taxed. Let alone if you owe something, it's going to be taken. If you want to buy, they can say no about you buying something. Guess what? You could owe old bills that you ain't paying right now. Credit something. Guess what? As soon as this is and you under that, they're gonna be swiping your money. Like what they say in Dora the Explorer, swiper, no swiper. Guess what? They're gonna be swiping me swipey. You know what I'm saying? The devices of the wicked, man. They're gonna only prosper for a little.
Today I learned this is the tap. RFID. This is the chip for inserting. Sometimes they're together. Did you know that? Today I learned this is the tap. RFID. This is the chip for inserting. Sometimes they're together. Did you know that? Today I learned this.
Right. So I'm gonna keep going with these videos, and I'm gonna just bring out a precept real quick. This is Proverbs 12:22. It says, lying lips are abomination to Yahweh, but they that deal truly are his delight. Y'all brought this out to let you know the whole scheme of a new world order or a RFID chip. This is to help us, and this is to help men. No, it's not. And it's all to pertain to the Lord's prophecies. It has to come to play. Through the Spirit, none of these nations care for you, especially being in the hands of Esau. This is really pointed to the hopeful elect. This is really pointed. Shalom, Jerk. I see you, King. Yahabashim Moshai. Barakatham. Right? This is really directed to the hopeful elect. Really directed to the hopeful elect, but the whole world is going to be mandatory to take this physical mark. And this is how you got to first accept this place is the biggest place of deception. And you have to accept they're liars. Now, I'm not going to say you can't believe Google because Esau made it. Let me tell you this. Google updates on its own. It's just a freaking page that is a search engine. It updates. You don't type and there's somebody on the other side. Oh, this is what they searching on. They create it to work on its own. It's its own engine. I'm using a Blue-Face Bible app. It works on its own engine. Google, the owners of Google is Jewish and they liars and demons and devils, but the Lord made them make this to benefit us to be able to search facts, information, history, to line things up. Some information might be false, so you got to do a correct search, a correct a correct dissect, right? You got to dissect this thing. Proverbs 12:20, it says, deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. So you have to know it's deceit in their heart and they're imagining an evil thing. This one world government, this is all to stem in this prophecy. This is not a good thing. Only thing is good is that Hamashiach Yahushua is going to come, right? This is why you should be teaching your kids to get ready spiritually. It says, there shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. So guess what? In the Lord's eyes, the hopeful elect, no evil will happen to them. The real hopeful elect is not going to take no damn mark, because that's going to be the hour of temptation, right? But the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Mischief is a sport to the wicked. Your oppressors, let alone your coon-ass Israelites in your nation, they're going to be filled with mischief, right? So those are just a few precepts just for that moment. We'll always come back. You know I'm going to come back.
World order really consists of three aspects. There is a new world political system that everyone today is calling the New World Order. As well as that, there is an economic plan for the New World Order, and that is called the New World Economic Order. In addition to those two items, there's a third plan for religion. You see, the planners of the world know that men need a religion of some kind, even if it's a false one. So they have a plan to give us a new age world global occultic religion. So really there's three aspects to this new world order. A new world economic order in which a computer chip will be injected into our hands or foreheads as a means to track, control.
So this is in the 90s. So first and foremost, I'm just going to give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Brothers feel that, yes, the elders, apostles, and elders and great millstones saying the world is going to end in 2000 or RFID chip. Guess what? The world already been talking about it. It's certain times you might see prophecies, you might pinpoint at the wrong, but brothers through the spirit correct their own selves, or they get corrected in the midst of themselves, right? But at the end of the day, this shows you that the RFID chip, the physical thing, been already talked before Israelites. You heard it on a YouTube video. We probably was saying it on the street, but you're hearing the governments, they've been putting it on movies. I don't know if you've seen RoboCop. I don't know if you've seen freaking the one movie with, I don't know, Schwarzenegger, when he get his eyes mutated and get some computerized. No, I think it's Tom Cruise. I believe it's either one of them, right? And right now they're making some cybolic eyes where you can be a freaking superhuman, some weird shit. But guess what? I bet you that has a RFID system in it too. It's electronic. It's computerized. And this man said a unique video from the 90s. What makes it even better, before I continue, this man is speaking of Bible prophecy, right? Then you got this man, Ant, saying they've been telling us all along, but nobody wanted to believe it would ever happen. That is a full fucking grand fact, let alone Black, Latinos, and Natives. We're too comfortable in this place. Women, men, and women. You can point the finger at everybody in your house, out your house. We are too comfortable here that when brothers is trying to bring, like a brother just said on this Clubhouse, right? That who said that a prophet is a mediator or an Israelite is a mediator? Because you can tell that Yahushua was the mediator between men and the Most High. The man of Israel is the mediator between the woman and the Most High, let alone the men of the Lord is the seers. They're the prophets. So we would be the mediator between Yahushua and a brother that don't know. He might not be a prophet or a teacher, and the women and children. That don't mean we over Yahushua. It's just in order to be guided and to get the sense of the ministry, you will have to go to a prophet, a seer, to give you this information, right? And we want to smoke blunts, waste time just because shit ain't moving as fast that you want it to move. I'm gonna rewind this back and please pay attention to the words he's saying. This is in the 90s when we say the 90s was the best, the 80s was the best. Nigga, ain't no time the best only when King David and Solomon was ruling at that time, let alone we're going to have a better time when Hamashiach Yahushai ruling. You never had a good time. Never had a good time. Only good time I can say is when Solomon and David was ruling, let alone when Yahushai was walking the earth. The prophets is out here teaching, and when you get the truth and you hear the truth, that's the best moment we have. But besides that, since you've been here, you never had the best moment in your life. Never, right? So we're going to play this back. Lord willing, y'all pay attention.
World order really consists of three aspects. There is a new world political system that everyone today is calling the New World Order. As well as that, there is an economic plan for the New World Order, and that is called the New World Economic Order. In addition to those two items, there's a third plan for religion. You see, the planners of the world know that men need a religion of some kind, even if it's a false one. So they have a plan to give us a new age world global occultic religion. So really there's three aspects to this new world order. A new world economic order in which a computer chip will be injected into our hands or foreheads as a means to track, control, and identify us, and it will also be used to make our purchases and scan.
So they've already put the program in Los Angeles. In fact, a trilateralist named Mayor Bradley, Uncle Tom Bradley, was responsible for putting this in dogs.
Right.
And your children will be considered like animals. And operating through the Council on Foreign Relations, through the Trilateral Commission, through the Club of Rome, through Global 2000, which wants to reduce the population of the planet by 25%. 25. That's 1,250,000,000 people have to be exterminated by the year 2000.
This is Zoe. Just like you, she uses lots of different cards and IDs.
I don't know what
Free and takes less than a minute. All you need is a credit card,
Salaki, this part of
earn rewards, and more. Let's say you're grabbing your favorite coffee beverage.
Yeah, I was ready to go fast on this joint.
All Zoe needed was herself. Introducing Amazon One, a free service that lets you use your palm to quickly pay for things, gain access, earn rewards, and more. Let's say you're grabbing your favorite coffee beverage, or heading into the office, or checking out. Just hover your palm and you're on your way. It's as easy as that. Sign up is free and takes less than a minute. All you need is a credit card, your phone number, and your palm. That's it. Since your palm is unique and can't be lost or misplaced, you can get things done quickly and securely. And with more experiences on the way, Amazon...
Before they move any fast, I want you to know Amazon is where a lot of people purchase the most. And of course, he is one of like a very wealthy man, right? Besides the ones that's secretive, he's a very wealthy man. And Amazon is probably like the top head of buying and selling, right? And you got people that got their own business with Amazon, right? That's making a beautiful, and this is how you know they're already ushering you in right now. So anybody using Amazon, which my household and other people's household use it fluently, just know now that shit about to get crazy. So you better buy as much as you can now. See what you save, what you need to save, get what you're gonna get, because in a minute it's gonna be over. You know, some says this, oh, I can't go to Amazon. You're gonna be butthurt. So Lord willing, through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, you get the things that you need, right? Of course, we're gonna get things that we want, but the things that we need, right? And you see they making it look good. They making it look, oh man. And I'm gonna tell you, to the weaker Jake, to the ones that's not a temp to the Bible and they don't believe in it, or they do, or they don't see no harm in it. Because to me, being honest, I don't see no harm in that. But if you're a real man of the Lord and you see that in the scriptures, you're gonna look at it in every aspect. That's why I could see brothers might say it's spiritual. I don't see it that way. They might say it's sin. I don't see it that way. But in my mind, let alone what I see in scripture, I see the mark being physical. You know what I'm saying? You physically went in bondage. I'm not going to line up Ezekiel 9:4 when the Lord is in a whole nother lane. The Lord is going to give you a spiritual mark, right? Which no man can even level up to their physical mark like the Lord. I'm not going to believe Esau is going to make something spiritual or make it sin. This sister said the chip in the hand is the cell phone. We all have cell phones. And if you use in that case, you would have to use credit cards. Not everybody use credit cards, not everybody use cell phones. But then you got everybody, not everybody use smartphones. Some people still got flip phones. Some people still got Obama phones, right? But it's mandatory. Cell phones wasn't mandatory. I know some people that don't have cell phones. You got some people in jail that do, some people that don't. Cell phones is not a mandatory thing. It never was. Never was. So you can't use cell phone. A credit card is not mandatory. It's not. It would be good to use. So you can have a bank account, you know, and use another outlet instead of using physical cash. But that can't be the mark of the beast either, because it wasn't mandatory. It wasn't. Everybody been using a credit card freely. They've been using cash freely. A lot of us been sinning freely, and we get out the spirit freely. So how can the mark be spiritual? Sin? How can it be the credit card? And how can it be your phone? It wouldn't make sense because they're already here before Revelation, the 13th chapter, 16 and 17 became mandatory. Help you make that make sense. And if you don't take the RFID chip, how can your cell phone be the RFID chip if you can't buy and sell? If you didn't take the mark and you did not buy and sell, that throws off the cell phone. You lost. If it is sin, you lost again. Show me one man that bought and sell with sin. I'll wait, right? I'll wait. We can wait for you. Show me the credit card is buying and selling. Show me. We already doing it. That means every mother sucker got the damn mark. Let alone if the husband got the mark, the whole family is finished. So help me to help you make that make sense. I'll wait for you to help me. I'll wait. Oh, I'm over here clicking the wrong screen.
Amazon One will help you get even more done, simply by being you. Now, Zoe has more time to do what she loves, indoor skydiving. Enter.
Today, I learned this is a tab. RFID.
What in the Scooby-Doo treat just happened?
This is the chip for inserting.
Bitch, I'm stylish.
You see that? I just zoomed in.
World order really consists of three aspects. There is a new world political system that everyone today is calling the New World Order. As
I'm trying to fast. See what?
The biometric entry exit.
Sorry, y'all. I can't zoom in. I can't zoom out.
I put a microchip in my arm, and it's the best thing ever. This chip, it's a power.
What in the Edomite creation is going on? You see the arrow, the hand. I'm clicking this video.
world order really consists of three aspects. There is a new world.
Hey, Amazon One will help you get even more done, simply by being you. Now, Zoe has more time to do what she loves, indoor skydiving. Enter, identify, and pay with Amazon One.
An office in Sweden is taking wearable technology to the next level by implanting microchips into their staff. Yes, that's right, the newly opened Epicenter office complex in Stockholm is offering workers the chance to be chipped under the skin of their hands. The radio frequency identification chip, which is about the size of a grain of rice, allows users to open doors, swap contact details, and use the photocopier.
It felt pretty scary, but at the same time it felt very modern, very 2015.
The chipping is entirely voluntary, and according to manufacturers, it's completely safe.
So some of the future areas of use, I think, like anything where you today would use a PIN code or a key or a card. So payments is, I think, one area. I think also for healthcare reasons, that you can sort of communicate with your doctor, and you can get data on what you eat and sort of what your physical status. You have your own identification code, and you're sending that to something else which you have to grant access to. So there's no one else that can sort of follow you on your ID, so to say. It's you who decide who gets access to that ID.
Yo, that was, I like that video right there. That was real good, because he showed
world order really consists of three aspects. There is a new world political system.
They show how it promotes what I said in the title. No more privacy, right? Let alone it helps that nobody can just hijack your stuff like a normal hacker. But this is going to give room for the governments to take over your shit. So don't think you still can't get hacked. Just when he say you'll be able to unlock a door, but nobody else can't. You know what I'm saying? You got to your registration, your RFID have to be used to go get into your stuff, your bank account, your doctor information. Nobody else can get in that. But this is where it goes into the deception. You're a mother sucking liar, because the ones that create it is going to be able to go into your shit. But this is the craziest thing. And now that this is here, you got to answer a brother when they ask you a question. So I'm going to answer this question. My brother Jarek said, is that why you not in HOI no more? I'm going to read it again. Brother Jarek Bird said, is that why you are not in HOI no more? And out of respect for their congregation, through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, they got that elder, especially the elders that's in there, moving diligent on the highways and byways and doing sit downs constantly, man. All praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. But it's other things that's in their doctrine that I did not see. I didn't accept. I just didn't see it. So to not step on their shoes, if I'm on a corner teaching something and they don't see it that way, I'll be stepping on the elders' foundation. And I don't want to do that. So for me, yes, they don't see the mark of the beast being physical. They see it in their own spectrum, right? Maybe be spiritual, right? So for me, I'm not about to just sit here and say it's spiritual. I'm going to teach what I see it actually is, let alone I'm going to study and prove myself. I'm going to get cut. I'm going to even go to other brothers and see if we got the same mind. You know what I'm saying? If we don't got the same mind, I got to see what you see. I did not see it. And there's other things I didn't see that they brought out. But yes, they explain it. They explain it in the way that they want to. And I'm not going to take away from nobody's foundation. I didn't make his foundation. I am not their leader. So they can move how they want to move. But to be honest, technically, the mark of the beast is physical. Physical. So right now, if there's a lot of people that might watch this video, please, because I know a lot of people do be inboxing me, I am not with HOI. No more. Me and my brothers is not. We are not in no congregation. We are 716 Israelites, and we follow one ministry, one doctrine, and that is the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, right? They teach this word and believe in this word, regardless if you accept it or not. Regardless you accept it or not, right? I'm not here to force nobody to watch me. I'm not here to force you to be down with the get down. I just want brothers and sisters to be edified. If your spirit resonate with things that I'm bringing out, you just take it in. And if you don't got the precepts, take those precepts and use them for yourself. But you don't see on my forehead or behind me, you better follow what I do. No. Study to prove yourself. If you might not see it the same way I do, take these precepts and go study and see it yourself. You might not agree with me. Guess what? Clap, bravo. I probably don't agree with you. But it's about what is right and what is not right. Right? So other than that, I'm glad you answered that question, because it'd be a lot of people asking me my HOI. No, for the last and final time, I am not. I'm not under nobody's umbrella as a congregation. I just follow a doctrine. I mean, I follow the Lord's doctrine, which the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone been pushing days in and days out. You know what I'm saying? And just to be honest, I even support Sakari, because Sakari is mostly under the same umbrella. So I can definitely salute because they have the same almost one accord. You feel me? But let's increase and let's endure. So back to it. Thank you, brother, for that question. That helps. That helps. Lord willing, we still cool after what I said. You know what I'm saying? Back to what we were saying. So you see in the 90s, they was talking about an RFID chip, right? Let alone, let me be respectful because you never know who could be watching your joint. So I definitely want to bring out Revelations, the 13th chapter. But first, I want to bring out Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the river of water, he turneth it, and whithersoever he will. So I want everybody to know, every king that been on this earth to rule is in the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So the Lord is appointing Esau to promote a physical mark, let alone deception. Project Bluebeam. You got the freaking Chinese Ling Ling egg roll with no duck sauce trying to make a sun. What would possess your mind to say, hey, let's make a sun and it's hotter than the sun? Use an idiot. But that just shows everybody in this realm wants to be God. This RFID chip, this one world government putting computers here, cameras here, they're trying to be like God. My mom always said, if you ever get a laptop, foster mom, not physical, biological mom, foster mom always said, if you ever get a laptop, cover the camera. Because guess what? It's so many people that have freaking stories of being watched on the other side. Finding out because some joints will show you that your camera is live with a red light. So some laptops is different, some computers is different. And it's some women and men that found out they were being watched on the other side. I'm not a super genius with cameras, but that lets you know the rulers of this place, their heart, their mind is in the hands of the Lord. So the Lord is moving. That's why I always say niggas is playing checkers while Yahweh is playing chess. So to Revelations, the 13th chapter, which is brought out fluently, right? Fluently, right? And we can go to the whole 13th chapter, but let alone you want to know what beast you're dealing with, going to Revelations, the 17th chapter, seeing who's all involved, right? Because it's going to take this whole unit of a beast, which is a king and a kingdom, right? So we go down just to the main point, because the main point is the whole chapter is not about a physical mark. It's showing you the attribute of this beast and what they're going to do, let alone a future prophecy in verse 10. But we want to go down what they're going to make mandatory. So let's start at verse 15, right? I'll start at 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the womb by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, right? So it has to be a man, right? Some type of man, but we know a beast as in a king, a power, a nation, let alone this beast is really Esau's rulership, right? So this beast is the nation of Idumea, right? And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? And the image of the beast can go into the philosophy of what this new place is going to be, let alone America and the whole world is trying to push Christianity, Judaism, and Islam and make it one. Then you have in certain moments, they want to ban the Bible, right? So it's going to be a new system. We had an old image, which was Caesar Borgia, which some people debunk and say that wasn't Caesar Borgia, but you have a false Jesus Christ image, right? And that was an image that destroyed us, ushering us into this dumbass America in the four corners of the new modern world, right? Verse 16, and he calls of all both small and great. So small and great, high and low, little high, little ho, little hey, little no. Probably said it wrong, but who cares? rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their forehead. So some brothers be like, hey, let's look at another translation. You go to the NLT, you go to the CSV, you go to the GNT, it's going to either say on the right hand. That's still physical. I have a tattoo on my neck. I'm too black. You won't see it. It's two lips. I got a tattoo on my chest. I might be too black for you to see it. TB True Blessing. That is a physical mark, even though it's on my skin. They had to physically make that tattoo. So it's physically on me. But when we see in the KJV, it says in. Guess what? I need a flu shot. Do you get the flu shot on your skin or that mother sucker go in? It goes in. You know what? I got a headache. Hey, let me take a pill. I take it in. I insert it in my mouth. That's what I see. Why would I take this and say it's sin or it's spiritual? I say you should look at the scriptures in the spirit. You should always look at it, right? Because we battle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities in high places. You got to know they're going to go out with a bang. Look at technology. It advanced way different. You remember we had regular cell phones. We had house phones where you wanted to talk to your girl. You had to run home to go talk to them. Now you get a cell phone where you can FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? You get on YouTube. You don't have to go on your computer. Technology is growing. I can go to YouTube. I can go talk to somebody overseas. You know what I'm saying? I can make money transfers. Technology. That all happened with technology, right? Technology for them to make these bombs, to watch radar, to make airplanes. Technology is different. An airplane, all these type of buildings. Yes, you're building it by hand, but it still come with technology, putting wires in it, cameras in it. Damn near this whole place, everywhere you go, is ran by technology. What they say, satellites is in the air watching us. Technology. So I'm gonna take away from what's increasing right now. That's the most what's the most unpopular thing besides oil and freaking tissue and water? Technology. Right? So they're gonna get it in their right hand or their forehead. It says in Salaki, and that no man might buy or sell. Let me read it, and I'm going to read the whole verse. In that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of the beast. Right? When you look at in the NLT, it says, and no one could buy and sell anything without the mark. So when you say it's spiritual and physical, I need to understand. When you say it's physical or sin, how do you buy? How have we ever bought spiritually? Show me how that can make sense, and show a scripture where your forefathers bought spiritually or ever have. Or did they ever buy with sin? Hey, I'm an adulterer. Oh, I'm a homosexual. This and hey, can I buy this food? Show me. That's what it's going into. But it says, and no one could buy or sell anything without the mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing the name, right? We can still go to 18, but these is the two that make a lot of people trip. We can go to 18 where it goes into the stigma, right? And it's a video that I kept posting what Awawan Gabar did when a man goes into the store and he don't cash out in the register because he has a physical mark on him. And this was promoted, I think, in 2003, I believe. Karagma, right? And it goes to stamp and an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. It's many Antichrists, but the biggest Antichrist is the Roman Catholic Church. It is the nation of Edom because of, if you look at their history trail, they've been doing shit that an Antichrist would do. They're a whole falsehood. They're a whole blasphemy. They're a whole leprosy. They're a whole unclean freaking nation. And a lot of us follow this Antichrist. You got our women that want to wear blonde hair. They're following them without even knowing it because we're ignorant to the knowledge. And a lot of us is going to follow them by doing this market. You know what they're going to use? They're going to use rich black folks to promote it. Diddy stupid self, Lil Wayne, all of the celebrities we think for, middle class and then lower class, niggas that's selling drugs. You got family members traveling and showing you they try. I believe through the spirit, y'all gonna be the simps that want to do that because y'all enjoy those lives. You take traveling, you taking having a good time, let alone Jake want to smoke weed. You take that away, I'm telling you, Jake, niggas is gonna want to fight somebody because they can't smoke weed. They ain't gonna be able to buy. But niggas saying you gonna be able to buy with sin, you gotta help me make that mother sucker make sense. You feel me? It says the mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work, and idolatrous images. And you know what makes it even crazy? It says a stamp as a badge of servitude. We can go and look at history. A lot of animals, before they go in the zoo and they go into new places, they get a mark. Either some of them get a lot of them get a either RFID tracking system, either on the air or they shoot it in them, or they just get a mark by heating something and putting it all the way to their flesh. Oh, you know what? I would rather just go. Let's just go where we need to go. You know. Also, lucky y'all. Look, branded. There's many ways you can brand somebody. A RFID chip is just a physical inserting branding. But when you get a tattoo, like I said, isn't this tattoo a branding? Me saying TB True Blessing on it, that's a branding. It's plain. It's an easy 1, 2, 3 Sesame Street. Easy peasy, mustard squeezy. You understand? Animals get branded every day, B. Branded. We're talking about new technology, let alone some of these animals, they get a computerized branding too. They can get something inserted into them, right? It just helps whoever is farming to keep a track on their animals. So when you get the RFID, it's going to help track the servants, the people under rulership. The oppressors might get it, but I'm not going to believe the oppressors going to get it, because even the elites say they don't drink the water that we drink. They don't even eat the food that we eat. They're on a higher level of food or some shit. I don't think Bill Gates is eating computerized meat. He might, but I highly doubt the stuff they gonna give us. They eating. No. Let alone they got too much power, too much to eat the stuff that we eating. Right? Let alone it's a video I did that they're trying to make cows not eat food out of their mouths. So they put a hole inside their stomach and they man, I might as well just go to it. Showing you it's more physical things. People don't want to believe in physical things. Lord willing, he still got this video up. You know. All praise to Yahweh Shai, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. For him to allow this brother to constantly have some type of video that can become a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Man, all praises. This is the video I'm talking about. I brought this in a lesson that I was doing. But this is physical. It says everything needs salvation from Edom. Look at that. And I'm going to just read the caption. It says, eco cow, an animal that no longer needs to eat by mouth, because everything that is needed goes directly into the stomach, all in the name of net zero. So they take out, because it's your stomach, all your food go to your stomach. And what they do is, you're going to see, put in, what do the elders always say? You don't put new wine in old bottles. You really saying it's not no damn movie? I don't know what's, man, what? That's physical right there. And we gonna think these mofos is gonna do something spiritual or something to sin? You out your rabbit non-mother, man, what? Hell no. Hell, man, I'm gonna put whatever they gonna do to the highest level, right? So we seen the branded Revelations 13, 16, 17, right? And you got to think about verse 18. Even at 6, even if it goes into the stigma, that goes into something physical. That number 6, you see it so much in the industry. Of course, we see some people do the symbolic joint, right? The Lord deals with numbers, but this is a number that they're going to use, right? But let's get back to more clips, right? Where was we at? We're going to go to this one. Look, and they put it right on the screen. Hey, that's even better.
Amazon is ramping up its contactless payment system nationwide that works by scanning the palm of your hand right there. The palm of your hand right there.
Can you pause?
The palm of your hand right
there. Damn. Man. The title of it, and let me rewind it back. It says, pay attention, please. We are getting closer and closer to the mark. Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 16 and 17, which I already brought up. Don't get chipped. People say, how Esau gonna know about a chip? Let's say this. How would Esau know who he is? How do Esau know who he is? How Esau knowing that he ruling the earth? Guess what? This book right here. Let's see. This is how I know Esau know what the hell was going on. People like, well, hey, this is why I don't believe in the mark, because how can Esau know? This is by William C. Lankford. Let's see. Let me make sure that y'all see William Lee Lankford. This damn test tube monkey right here. I am going to read what he wrote right here. But this part is the main important part. And I'm going to read this. It says, I truly believe in the supremacy of the white race. I believe the white race gave us the greatest possible form of government. No other race could have added to it. This government of the white man was not helped when the Negro began voting. He will not make it better in the future. See, that shows you voting ain't gonna do shit. You voting is not gonna make it better. Out of William C. Lankford. And he says, I believe that when this planet was created, the Almighty personally turned it over to the whites. That's what he think. And guess what? He's absolutely right. The Lord turned it around. He turned it around, and he made them rule the earth. He made them rule the earth. He made them grow. Let alone, he told you he made a place desolate, waste. And what Esau say? We're going to return again and build the desolate places. Did they not do that? If you don't know history, your answer might be no. But America was a valley land of green pastures and beautiness, even though, the Northern Kingdom was building things, but it wasn't like Esau. He came here and stopped building all different places. France, every place he landed, he rebuilt the desolate places. You make that make sense. So let's just go back to the video. At the bottom, it says the RFID chip implant is here, and that is a fact, but it's not mandatory. What we read, right? But until this joint it's mandatory, and then when it say it's mandatory and you see it's not a chip and it's a freaking piece of bubble gum, then you come out, oh, these brothers is up. But we're already seeing it in the midst.
Amazon is ramping up its contactless payment system nationwide that works by scanning the palm of your hand right there.
The palm of your hand right there.
The palm of your hand right there. Kiddo takes it for a test drive.
So the new payment systems have been rolling out across the country for the past year. Finally, here in the Bay Area, we get our very first one, and it launched this morning.
You really gotta hand it to Amazon.
Were you paying with your palm today?
For trying to put the future of payments right in the palm of your, It's called Amazon One, a new contactless payment system that launched for the first time in Northern California at the store in Santana Row. To sign up, first insert a credit card and then hold your hand over the special camera. It'll scan the lines, ridges, and even pattern of veins inside your hand. The algorithm then creates a unique palm signature. The whole process takes about a minute.
You just hold your hand right over it?
Tommy Alas was the first person in the Bay Area to sign up.
What do you think?
I think it was really cool, very convenient form of payment, just quick and easy.
Liz Gonzalez thinks the new technology could come in handy. That was easy.
People like me, I'm very forgetful. I always forget my credit card or my watch, and now I don't need to remember to bring my palm.
And you already know where this is going to lead to. And we've talked about this scripture plenty of times, and we'll talk about it again. I don't get tired of talking about it. You should not get tired of hearing it. Because it's the word of God. It's breathing. It's alive. These are prophecies. Some have been fulfilled, and some are being fulfilled, and some have yet to be fulfilled. But we're living in very interesting times.
For real.
You know, the casual person walking down the street, walking their dog with their mask on, doesn't get into things like this. They think this is a fairy tale. Scriptures like Revelation 13:16. Articles like, this is going to lead to the mark of the beast. Yeah, right. That's a fairy tale. They're not even considering something like this, that it's going to be something of the near future, and it's going to affect them personally. But we have this inheritance, we have this hope, we have this understanding that we can look to.
Yo, and this is another thing. Some people be like, how Esau gonna know? But you'll have Jake hurry up and say that even Esau know we Israelites, or they'll even post a video of Esau saying we are Israelite. But we can't even sit here and actually use Esau saying that the world is gonna be under a implant. No, that's not it. He don't know the word. What? Help me to help you. Help me, please. Please help me. I need help. You know what I'm saying? What I was gonna go to? Yeah, I think I know what I was gonna go to. Let's go to Judith, chapter 5, and I think I'll start at 17. Judith chapter 5, verse 17. It says, and whilst they sin not before their power, they prospered. So when we didn't sin in front of the eyes of the Lord, we prosper, because the Most High that hateth iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were laid captives into the land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy, which we can go look over there now, and it is taken by the enemy. We don't have a temple, right? But let alone, this shows you our enemies. That's a war. It's a war going on, spiritually, mentally, and physically, let alone financially. Right, and then it's gonna really tap in when the prophecies come. It's gonna really hit you that this is spiritual, right? Everything you're going through is all spiritual because it's the Lord's word. The whole word is spiritual, right? 19 it says, but now are they returned to their power and are come up from the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country. For it was desolate. And now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, Salaki, if there be any error in his people, any error in them, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. So we constantly been overcame. Let alone, it's not just going to stop there. When the hour of temptation come, a lot of Israel will be conquered, right? Mentally, spiritually, and mentally. Let alone when the charagma come, a lot of people will be conquered spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. The hopeful elect, we're not going to have that our mindset on materialistic things. The Lord is going to let that go. Okay, money, all right, cool. Right now, we're still able to pay bills and do this and do everything that we need to do for our family. But it's going to come a time that we're going to go back and have pure faith on the Lord. Let alone, women are going to look for men to protect and just lead. Women not going to think about a man with a bag unless you're filthy rich or you took that dumbass charagma, right? Only the ones that's going to take a charagma is going to rub it in your face. Oh, I'm living a good life and you struggling. But don't even know, like he said, you might think that this is a fairy tale. Clap, clap, bravo to you. Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. And another reason to know that if we don't sin against our Lord and our power is going to be against them, they're going to become reprobates, right? They're going to become reprobates. Where I was going to go to. Dang, it was right there. Oh, yeah. See, I had other precepts in my mind. This is what it's all about. The elect, 144,000 getting sealed. They have to get sealed spiritually and mentally first because they're the government body. The Lord deals with the government and Yahushua is the head, right? So if the elect come back, because who ushers everybody to come back? The men. And it's mostly Judah. That's mostly. There's still the other tribes, they doing their thing. But it's mostly Judah that's waking and pulling the seed for the other tribes, which is written. So Revelation 7:3 saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And that would stem back to Ezekiel 9:4, right? Not to use it the other way around. But at the end of the day, it's all about us getting sealed, the hopeful elect, whoever you may be, Lord willing, we part of that number, teaching his word and believing in his word. But at the end of the day, the Lord got the spirit holding back on Esau to really make the charagma or bring out the one world government that everybody have to do it. He's holding back Jacob's trouble, a famine of food, but things is unraveling because we seeing earthquakes, we seeing disasters, and these are signs that Yahweh Shema Shai is bringing his presence in this earth. And as we just waiting for the elect to be sealed, and you're going to see this shit unravel. I ain't got nothing rolled, but when you have a paper rolled or something rolled and you unravel it, yeah, that's how a lot of things is going to unfold when the elect government of Yahweh Shema Shai is sealed, right? And out the woodwork, the 1/3 is waking up, bing, 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 bing. It's just going to be a whole bunch of stuff happening. But right now, we really waiting for the elect to wake up and to cleave to the message of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Seeing that, wait, I ain't going to even let the brother man keep going, but he was saying good points, right? Paying at the barbers with chip implant in my hand. And a number one thing we keep seeing in each video, they keep saying Amazon. Amazon is going to be one of the number one people that promotes it because you want to know why? Amazon is the number one top buying and selling thing in this whole world. Don't you know people use Amazon more than they even buy and sell at that store? This is a total fact. You can go look at the status, the status quo. You know what I'm saying? But they're promoting it, let alone they promote freaking Bill Gates, right? This is gonna happen, man, regardless if you believe it or not, man. It's okay, man. You want to be in, it's okay.
What is it? Oh yeah.
Well, thanks so much, guys.
See, people saying what happened. I don't get the point. Just use the card. Is because you've seen some people losing their wallets or forgetting their wallets. So they're promoting it's going to be easier just to have your wallet on hand. Yardan, Ban, Yahawada. Shalom, King. Yahbashma Shabashim Kakwadash, King. Shalom, Shalom. Amazon is collecting viral metric on people. Khan. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That is a total fact. Hey, you even seen freaking Elon Musk. He said that he might be ushering in. He feels part of prophecy or something that he might be the one to usher in the RFID chip. He feels he might be the one. Let alone this is the same man that just had a meeting with the United Nations and told them don't make a one world government because it's going to fall just like it did Rome. This is what this man said. So let's see what he say in this video. Elon Musk is known, man. We gotta wait. It's taking its time.
After something terrible has happened. That's correct. If that's the case for AI, and we only put in regulations after something terrible has happened, it may be too late to actually put the regulations in place, and AI may be in control at that point.
You think that's real? It is conceivable that AI could take control and reach a point where it can turn off and it would be making the decisions for people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, that's definitely the way things are headed. For sure. I mean, the things like say ChatGPT, which is based on GPT-4 from OpenAI, which I know effect after something terrible has happened.
I'm gonna let it play one more time.
If that's the case for AI, and we only put in regulations after something terrible has happened, it may be too late to actually put the regulations in place, and AI may be in control at that point.
You think that's real? It is conceivable that AI could take control and reach a point where it can turn off and it would be making decisions for people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No,
I don't know if any of y'all seen a movie called Implant. AI can work in many forms, let alone you can get an app. A brother from Great Millstone, because I don't know anybody else that did it. He did a AI analyst or whatever, and he said, "Hey, who's Great Millstone?" The whole thing did a whole dinner breakdown on them and talked about other camps, like literally. So you got AI that can make you sound like a rapper. Let alone when you see the movie The Implant, the lady got an implant on her back. I guess because she was homeless, she couldn't pay bills, so she did it, got a few thousand. And then the implant start talking to her. And he just said it's going to give you decisions. So if we get the RFID chip, it's ran by a computer. I'll have to update this phone. Guess what? Your AI is going to have to be updated. Your RFID chip is going to have to be updated. Just like Google, it updates. You know what I'm saying? It updates. Hey, that brother deals with technology. He damn near made a car that you could just sit back and chill. I'm saying, like I to me, this shit make me want to get ready. I'm just saying, spiritually and mentally.
Hey, Andrew. I locked my keys in the office. Can you let me in? Thank you.
Thank you.
Andrew.
How
many chips do you have?
many chips do you have? Three chips? Wow. Crazy. Hey, Andrew.
It's like it's becoming a fun thing. A fun thing. That shit is brazy. Okay, let's see Jake. Let's see what Jake say.
Y'all, I kid y'all not. I am with somebody right now that has a literal chip in their hand. I know y'all think I'm capping. Watch this. Wait, is this a real chip? Where's the chip at?
So this is an RFID chip that I got implanted in my hands like 5 years ago.
Oh my goodness! Do you not understand? This is like Antichrist stuff.
Oh yeah.
See, she even say yeah, right? Even though A lot of people say, hey, that's not on the right hand. You want me to tell you, yes, you're right, but it's not mandatory. When you see it in Revelation, the 13th chapter, this is going to be mandatory. Right there and then is not mandatory. When you make it mandatory, it's mandatory. It's not mandatory. Most of the people doing it for fun or they just hopping onto it. Don't you know, Jake, soon as you see one brother doing Versace, you hurry up and hop on the wave. And then you have some brothers that never rock Versace or Gucci and they get on the wave last. She just hopped on the wave before it actually became mandatory. That happens. It happens. Even when people invest money, when they did cryptocurrency, that shit wasn't a big thing. But it happened because of Wall Street. Then somebody made a new one. Not everybody was hipped onto it. But then eventually it became a trend. Whoever got on it late, you got on late. And I ain't gonna lie, there's some people that made a lot of some money off of Bitcoin. So this is just a wave. She just hopped on early. So when it do get ushered in on your forehead in your right hand, her damn sickle cell, she might go ahead and do it because she already did it before it happened. So I'm just saying that as a sidebar for anybody to say she got on her left hand. I have two eyes just like you. She had on her left hand, but it wasn't mandatory. So yes, she can get it on her foot. Wasn't mandatory.
Okay. What can you do with it?
You can open doors. You can unlock your cell phone. You can put your credit card information on here and like swipe it over stuff. And you can scare people.
I'm scared for her. I'm scared for her, not of her.
They even tell you got cell-sized robots. Look, I could just keep on going. I don't know what this one is. This is how I know TikTok gotta go. This is
I decided to implant an RFID chip in my left hand. I figure, if my cat has an RFID tag, why can't I get one? So I implanted a chip about the size of a grain of rice in my hand. And now I can read and write to it using an RFID tool. I use an RFID key card at work and decided to clone my key card onto my hand. I decided to implant.
It's becoming a trend. That's what America is based off. Trend. This person said it is just before 5 a.m. I just woke up from a terrifying dream. In the dream, I found out this RFID chip was being implanted into people, and some of my people decided to get it. Some already had, and in the dream, I knew that this was the mark of the beast. I tried begging the rest of my family not to get it, but they would not listen. I was screaming and crying and pleading with them, but something changed their mind, and I woke up. That's a crazy dream to have. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, that's crazy. And I know it's some brothers that I know that had some dreams of it, you know. It's not finished yet. So we don't know like how it's fully gonna come, but they promote water bottles before the water bottles came out. And look, everybody there got a water bottle. Right? That's what promotion comes with. Right? This is how you do productive programming. That's all they doing. They're just being productive by programming you so that your mind is already on it. And only the weakest, look, it's RFID chips in your passports. I've seen somebody show a video on that too.
I can't say if it's the mark or not, but what I can say is this.
that it can go in your hand or forehead, and though it may not be the mark right now, or it isn't the mark at this moment, like right now, that does not mean that one day the false prophet will not institute the RFID chip as a mark. I would say we'll see, but I believe we'll be out of here as the church. But God will still let us know from heaven, I believe, if we ask. And I'm going to ask. I can't say if it's the mark or not, but what I can say is this, that it can go in your hand or forehead, and though it may not be the mark right now, or it isn't the mark at this moment, like right now, that does not mean that one day the false prophet will not institute the RFID chip as a mark. And the false prophet would be the Roman church. If we want to be deeper, it would be Idumea, the nation of Edom. They're the biggest false teachers, false leaders, right? They even tried to sit in our leaders' seat, because you could look at the history and look at movies. Family over here might be watching a biblical movie, and you're going to see your oppressors in that, right? So those would be the false prophets, which would be the philosophies of the damn Roman Catholic Church, right? But you could just keep on going. You go to TikTok, type in RFID chip. You know, I'm on here doing scripture today, but it just so happened today I just type in RFID chip, and I'm like, wait, what the hell? And then Donald Trump said what he said right before he got arrested, and that shit, I just sat on that for a whole hour. And then I was in Clubhouse earlier, and I was talking about the mark of the beast and seeing how brothers see it. You know, this is something serious. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody feels some type of way, hey, it's really nothing I can really do. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to Revelations, the 3rd chapter, because you want to be prepared for that. Because this right here is a temptation thing, you know, through the spirit. But it's going to really hit. It's going to hit Revelations 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Right? We got to keep this word, keep it in your mind, so you could be alert when things just pop up. Oh, snap. Oh, I remember that. Right? It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this temptation is going to come around the whole world. And this hour of temptation is going to go, damn, I can't buy nothing. Damn, I need food. Oh, this and this and that. The hour of temptation is going to pull the weak of Israel to get this mark. If you want to say it's sin, or if you want to say it's spiritual, which I say is physical, you're going to be tempted to take it. Take it. Not, oh my goodness, I got the mark in me now, or now my sin catching up. Oh, I got the mark now. I don't think it's working like that. You're going to literally you're going to do something. You want to go get a shot, you got to go to the doctors. You had to go get the COVID, you had to go to a place. When Mama had, I had to take her to the damn, they stuck that damn thing up her damn nose, but she had to sit outside. I had to go somewhere. So you have to think, how is this mark going to be given out? You might not get it. Well, you know what I'm saying? I ain't here to pressure you. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I got to be talked about, because the mark of the beast is a very, very important prophecy. Let alone you want to Lord willing, you want to overcome that. So Mark 6:13, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. So every man and every woman, if you don't know, if you sure about it, that's what should be on our prayer, right? I don't want our enemies to triumph over us. I don't want sin to triumph over us. I don't want our flesh to triumph over us. So I got to add this in our prayer, because a lot of us is going to be weak in the flesh. And if you fall and get this charagma, what you see fit, which is physical, that means you failed that temptation, right? And this is why you want to stay in the spirit, pray on these things, so your flesh don't overconquer you and you yield taking a physical mark, right? And you want the Lord to deliver you from evil. And that's why before things crack down, we have the spirit and the mind to be able to look ahead, because we have the blueprint right in front of us. We have the scriptures in our hand to comfort us on what to do, right? And I'm going to just bring this scripture out, and then we can call it. Be ready. And that's why another video, I said, get ready. You got to get ready. Because they about to, it's about to come. Matthew 24:44 says, therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man come. Right? Right? So you have to be ready. Be ye in Luke 12:40. Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not. You see, I said that that was the last one, but you see something just popped up in the medulla. Luke 21:22. Right? Right? That's what it says. Luke 21:22. It says, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. So that mark of the beast is going to be fulfilled. We just waiting on it. Our temptation, we're waiting on it. You know what I'm saying? Jacob trouble, we're waiting on it. You know what I mean? Famine of war, we're waiting on it. Race war, Egypt against Egyptian against Egyptian, we're waiting for it to be beamed up in the air. We're waiting for it to turn into a twinkling of an eye. We're waiting for it to get that from we get that hunting spirit. We're waiting for it. What? We're waiting for it. But you have to be ready. Right now, we're in a time of vengeance. Right now, you can see through the spirit, the Lord is tearing this place up. The Euphrates River dried up. So happy. Because prophecies is going to unravel. It's getting spread. You know, like when you get peanut butter and you put it on the bread and you're trying to spread it all nice on every corner. That's how all these prophecies is going to unfold. It's going to spread. Hey, but Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect, whoever you may be. Lord willing, I am not better than you, and you damn sure are not better than me. If I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I damn sure can do it. Get your mind right. Get your spirit right. Get it tight. This is not trick or treat. Treat yourself to the ministry of Yahweh Shema Shai. Don't treat yourself to some bullshit. You understand? So other than that, don't just run and take what I say. You know what I'm saying? You should take the precepts I got and reread them yourself, and see if when you read them, you get it the same way. You know, and closed mouths don't get fed. It's okay to ask a question. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kakwadash, Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahushai is to the world, and he calls Jesus Christ. Kakwadash goes into the Holy Spirit. And I want to give honor where honor is due, regardless if you accept it or not, to the apostles and elders and great millstone that's teaching his word and believing in his word, and for the men underneath them that's teaching his word and believing in his word, and the hopeful elect scattered abroad, four corners of the earth, and scattered in America in different congregations and out of congregations, teaching his word and believing in his word. Lord willing, the Most High continue with the sisters, believing in his word and playing a role as a loving and silent wife, you know, trying to be better. Right? Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other brothers and sisters that's not in this faith, but get ready to believe in this word. Right? Till next time, it's your brother Dagabar with the brothers I labor with, 716. If you ever want to get edified, my page is linked on this YouTube channel, 716 Israelites. Let me just show you. I gotta show y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because brothers might be like, hey, where can we get more videos? If you don't see and you don't like my teaching, or brothers that I labor with, hey, that's fine. You know where you can go? You can go down the street. You got WFI, you got HOI, you got Sakari. Of course, I gotta say, you got Great Millstone, you got SUBK, you got IUIC, you got DOCC, Dragon Ball Z, or whatever you call that camp. It's Sons of Thunder, definitely. Whatever your spirit helps you flow and to correlate, you lean onto that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to force, hey, if you don't want to watch me, you ain't got to. If you don't like how I bring it out, or me and my brothers, hey, that's fine. There's many other teachers that fit you. The spirit is going to draw you. But if you always want to know, don't ever think I'm the only man in this army. You know, it's many of us. But pages you should look out for edification. My younger brother, Asher Yasharalam, my brother Yarmayan, who is my captain, I believe my elder in my congregation, my unit. My page, Adar Gabar 144, which you might see fluently. Hopeful Elect, who is Daniela. Samuel Judah, and you can click their page. They have videos. You understand? And you can go to our page. You can see our regular old videos, or you could just click the lives and you could just see all the live streams. I know most of y'all might know how YouTube work. It's videos, edification for days, and it's edification and other videos that brothers do on their own page, right? So each one teach one. I am not better than anybody. I don't plan to be. I don't seem to be, and I don't want to be. But I know nobody is better than me. But I know Yahweh Shema Shai is better than the way we think, what we believe, and what we want to do. So, hey, whoever do the will of my Father is my brother, mother, and sister. If you're not trying to do the will of the Lord, you better step aside and get your shit right. Right? But I love y'all to the moon and never back. I love you to the kingdom and never back. Shalom, death to America, death to Esau. Not on our time, not on their time, but his time. Never early, never late. Shalom, Kwam Yeshua.